I want to tell you something which most coaches do not talk about. This is going to be uncomfortable for a certain set of people, those who say that they are only performing when somebody is pushing them. Why they gained back all the fat the moment when that person who was pushing them was absent. Stay tuned till the end and I'll be discussing more about this hard truth and which a lot of coaches never want you to know. Hi, welcome back. I'm Rahul, founder of Keto Reds. After transforming myself at 1200 plus individuals, what I have realized in the last 7 years of my professional experience is that fat loss is psychological more than it's just about macros. You saying that I like transforming when somebody pushes me, and you say that with all the pride, all the happiness. If that's you, this is going to be really uncomfortable because this video discusses about the point why people give up on their diet or on their entire fat loss journey just because there was nobody who was watching them. Don't forget to pause the video, subscribe to the channel, pressing the bell icon. I know it's free for you, but it's going to motivate not only just me, my team as well, and would be bringing more topics. Do not forget to check out more videos on Keto Reds. Keto Reds is the only channel in this country which talks about ketogenic diet, fat loss psychology, and so much more from the Indianized way. Coming back to the topic, we'll be discussing much more deeper, but before this I have a few things to tell you. When I started Keto Reds in 2019, and my simple intention was to motivate people to stick to ketogenic diet, share my thoughts with them, share what I have learned. In 2021 and 2022, I realized that people are there just because I am pushing them. And I never wanted to nurture these kind of people. I wanted to make sure that I transform this personality into somebody who learns how to manage it. So the reality is that you're outsourcing or discipline and you think that it's going to help you, but it's the biggest trap. And we'll be dividing this topic into a few chapters so that you can rewatch them. But if you're enjoying this, don't forget to comment below your experiences with any professional, be it a fitness coach, be it a Zumba coach, or anybody whom you have got obsessed with. Chapter 1, the people who are proud of needing you. Let me tell you about an example which you may relate yourself, or you may know people those who have actually done this. You go to a coach and you simply tell the coach that, okay, I need your help. You proudly say that I only work when somebody is right on my head. I only work when people are chasing me to follow deadlines. These are typical cases of people, those who are not going to lead, but they're going to follow things well when somebody is behind them. So on surface level, this sounds like awareness. I would say that this person is so aware. They know what they need. But you know what they're saying? I am ready to delegate my discipline. I am ready to give my discipline or outsource it to somebody. So practically the coaching industry loves doing this. You find clients coming back to you, renewing with you, giving you more money in the bank just because they're dependent on you. And this is one of the reasons why at Keto Reds method, when I discuss with anybody in terms of professional association, we do not have a plan which is above 4 months. We do not sign up. No matter how much money you throw on my face, I'm not going to sign up above 4 months, no matter what. Just in case if you've worked with me in the past, we've had a great time together, I may do something like a 6-month setup. I have done it for not more than 12 people till now out of 1200 as what I remember. But again, this is where the fitness industry loves it because you're renewing, you're a dependent person, you are that cash cow. Chapter 2, what actually I was doing. If you simply go back to my Instagram page, before 2023, roughly around 2022, 2021, you will not see a lot of transformations. I used to post a lot of recipe videos, I used to post a lot of soft content. I used to not post about my wins because people those who were working with me, they were not winning. They were just there because they were super dependent on me. And I realized this in 2021 and 2022 that the genre of people I'm working with has never changed. They are the same people continuing, and they're just continuing on. So practically what happened was that I am teaching somebody to fish, but I'm just simply fishing it for them and saying that aise karte hain. This is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do every day. And they were so dependent on me. So when I pulled back a bit, they started panicking. We have no training towards how to manage it ourselves. We want somebody to do it. It was like parenting them. It was like taking care of them. It was like being there for them. But today I'm bringing out this topic. If you're a person who's been dependent on a coach at the moment, you're taking professional help and you're super dependent on that person, you can't even manage a day without that person, trust me, you're not just getting coached, you're being parented. And this is the hard truth at the moment. Chapter 3, the difference between support and substitution. What's the difference between the two? Most of us, we do not realize that we need support from people who support us for what we are doing. We don't need substitutes to the current plan. We don't need a plan B. We need a plan A which is well executed. And that's where the difference gets into. So when you start keto, you need guidance. You need to know about how to go through keto flu. You need to learn how to navigate through recipes. You need to learn what you can change. But sometimes you need to stop it. You need to just simply start following it. You need support. And once you get on that ramp, you are on the bridge and you simply keep traveling around till you reach your ideal weight, right? You don't need consistent and constant motivation at that point of time. Your own blood markers, your own weight, your body measurements should be enough for you to be motivated enough, because you're looking at results at the moment. You need to look at yourself, not somebody consistently and constantly telling you, oh, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. No, you don't need that. So this substitute is a bigger problem and it becomes like emotional parenting. Support is fair enough. It is legitimate. Chapter number 4, what it actually cost me. I'm coming back to my story because there's a lot of key takeaway there as well. In 2022, a friend of mine jokingly simply said this, Rahul, you make the other person dependent so much that that person would never leave you. And I took it in a very different way. I said that, what am I here for? What am I building? Am I building a community where people are just dependent on me? Is this what the meaning of fitness is? And this is back in 2016 when I was 117 kgs myself. I had acne all over my body. I was dependent on few coaches and I was really obsessed with them, and I wanted to not do this to the rest of the world. This is why I got into the fitness industry, because I was misguided by somebody and I wanted to make sure that I teach people how to adapt to keto in the right way. People started rebelling about it. They started saying, you are not the same coach. You have changed. You are focusing on scalability. I was not focusing on scalability. I was not looking at producing the same kind of robots who were dependent on me. And practically, this independence is what brought me to where I am. And this is where you need to learn this. If any of this is happening to you, it's time for you to watch out with your professionals. So this change not only just costed in terms of revenue, it also costed in terms of relationships which I held. And I, being as a person, I strongly believed in keeping these connections. There were times when I would see people talking about very random things to me, and those calls were very difficult. But then I realized that, now people work with me for 6 months and within few weeks they're off. They're absolutely good. They know that this is a professional relationship. Rahul is a coach. I have to work with him. People are not coming back with sharing their victories just because of they feel that these victories is something which they want to share. They are keeping it to themselves. They are keeping it in the way it is supposed to be, and they're understanding that I am professional. We go to chapter number 5, what's in it for you? What this episode was all about, what this video was all about. So the first thing which you need to honestly ask yourself, am I learning something in my current coaching model if you're working with a coach, or am I keen to learn something? If that's your case, and if that's not happening, if somebody is simply spoon feeding you, sorry, you're in the wrong place. You need to do something right now. Because what this spoon feeding is going to get to, it's going to get to emotional parenting. Somebody's going to take decisions for you in terms of what you're eating, what you're not eating. You need to learn how to get independent when you're in a social setting. You need to become independent when you're stepping out and you're scanning menus and travel guidelines and things and everything. These are real life problems which people have. So the difference between learning and leaning is what you need to figure out. Somebody who's learning would eventually adapt. They will stop a coaching program. They will learn things. They will adapt. They will try to find out new options, new alternatives. Whereas somebody who's leaning would simply fail. And if you're a person who feels that this video was for you, you are a person who's very proudly saying that I need somebody to keep me disciplined. You need to sit down with that thought and think about, do you need a coach who teaches you and you want to learn it yourself? Or do you need to lean on to somebody? Because practically, if you're asking for emotional parenting, it is the only obstacle between you and your fat loss journey and your overall progress. It's the only one thing which is messing it up. So if you've watched till the end, thank you so much for being here. If you like the video, please don't forget to press the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, pressing the bell icon, do comment in the comment section if you've had these kind of experiences. But again, I felt the need of teaching people this emotional aspect, this psychological aspect when they're struggling with fat loss. If you're here, I want to share something really personally with you. My trainer was really dear to me. I definitely not blame him completely in terms of trying bodybuilding steroids, but I was leaning on him to learn how to manage my nutrition, how to manage my workouts, how to manage things around. Definitely when I tried bodybuilding steroids and suffering from erectile dysfunction, having acne all over my body was the final nail in the coffin which simply pushed me to be stepping away. But honestly, if you're not leaning on people, you're much better if you're learning. Because learning wise, you'll make mistakes. You'll have a lot of leeway to do things, learn it again, attempt it again, but you'll be able to learn it for life. So if you've watched till the end, see you next Sunday 6 p.m. If you want to learn about Zone 0, how you can improvise your workouts, check out this video. If you want to learn how 52-year-old improved her fasting insulin, and these kind of blood works matter much more for you, how do you improve that? How do you manage your inflammation? Check out this video. This is Rahul. I'll see you next week, Sunday 6 p.m. Signing off.